What happens when a group of incredible women marine scientists aim to inspire girls to follow their hearts and pursue their passion for the sea? Find out with Ocean Gems, a multimedia series and outreach program that connects girls to women marine science role models to offer youth a pathway to reach their dreams. Join the Ocean Gems team as we travel the world to experience the exciting careers and adventures of remarkable scientists engaged in ocean exploration. Hey, I'm Danny Washington with Ocean Gems, and right behind me is Puerto Lopez. It's a small fishing village on the coast of Ecuador and serves as our launching point for our next big expedition with Dr. Andrea Marshall and the giant mantas. Dr. Andrea Marshall has been studying manta rays for the last 10 years. Through her groundbreaking research, Andrea has discovered 2 new species of giant manta rays and created the first global database of individual giant mantas.
Science for me is how we explore our world. That's how we get a better understanding of the planet. Science is how we can learn how to protect it, and that's why I love being involved in it.
To conduct this crucial research, she travels 90 minutes every day to the small offshore island of Isla de la Plata, where the giant mantas congregate. This is our dive site. We came here and it's pretty popular with mantas. It's called La Pared, and hopefully today we'll get down there and see mantas.
There's strong current, water's green, but hopefully there's mantas. No one said this is an easy job.
It takes serious courage to scuba dive in this type of situation, let alone conduct research. As we descended into the green, chilly water, I could see why mantas love this location. I could barely see through the murky gloom created by the massive amount of plankton that filled the shallow parts of the water column. I stayed close to Andrea as we circled around the rocky pinnacles, hoping to find mantas feeding or perhaps at a cleaning station. Still, no sign. But then, like a scene out of a movie, a dark shadow loomed over our shoulders. When we looked up, a majestic manta was there, gracefully swimming over our heads. We noticed that this manta had a long fishing line hooked to its body. Andrea darted off in an attempt to free the manta. I couldn't swim as fast, so I hung out with a small stingray on the reef. Andrea soon returned from a successful mission, and I watched her prepare the device to gather a DNA sample. Suddenly, the rescued manta reappeared, completely free. It slowed down as if to say thank you and swam with us. We made behavioral observations, took a photo ID, and tissue sample for genetic analysis. What a privilege to interact with such a marvelous marine animal. In such a magical moment, I swam with a creature with an 18-foot wingspan and weighing thousands of pounds.
That was absolutely incredible. We had a manta ray that was entangled in wahoo fishing line. I managed to start getting up and cutting pieces of that line and those hooks and pulling them out. And as you can see, this is the line that the fishermen here use to catch wahoo. So what happens is the manta rays hit that line as they're swimming, and as soon as they feel something that hits them, they start to spin, and it just entangles them.
Just looking in its eyes, you can see that it was looking at you.
I mean, it's kind of hard as a scientist to say they thank you, but that's what they do.
Being next to such a large animal and feeling it's almost like its power as he was swimming, it reminded me of how small I really am. Spending time with Andrea made it clear that manta rays are a critical species. Her selfless work and dedication is a premier example of how women marine scientists have made significant contributions to the protection of our oceans.
It isn't too late. A lot of people think that the world is in a state where we can't change it, but it's not. We can still come together, we can still change things, and absolutely an individual can make a difference. I've seen it so many times in my own life.
What kind of message would you send to maybe a girl right now who's thinking about going into marine science, but is getting a lot of peer pressure from her family or her friends not to go into this field?
I think following your heart always is the right choice. Every morning when I wake up, I'm happy. I get to go out and do something that I'm proud of. I think that defines my life, that I don't actually have a job, that this is something that I would do whether I got paid for it or not.
It's been an unforgettable experience here in Ecuador with Dr. Andrea Marshall, and I have to say that Andrea is one of the most passionate scientists that I've ever met, and her passion drives her every single day to continue to protect giant mantas. Until next time, this is Danny Washington with Ocean Gems. See you soon.